Dear Freak Show, my husband and I are in a legal fight that we don't even want to be in. At least he doesn't. We've had the sweetest older neighbor next door to us, Miss Annie, for the past 14 years that we've lived here. My husband started helping with her landscaping once it got out of hand. It only added about 45 minutes to his yard work when he would do it, so it was no big deal. Christmas season came, and we would also do lights in her decor, and she would share fresh-baked cookies for Christmas with us and the kids. She passed away this past February, and we got a letter that stated that we were cited as one of her beneficiaries. Needless to say, it was a surprise because neither of us had any idea about it. Her lawyer says that she left us the sum of $225,000, and her children are accusing us of taking advantage of their mom, like we asked to be put in this paperwork. My husband wants to let it go since it wasn't ours anyway, but in my mind, where were these family members for the 10 plus years that we've been taking care of Miss Annie? She saw us as being there for her and decided that that we felt like we were family. I don't think that it's something that we are owed, but if it's something she wanted us to have, I think we should be fighting for it. My husband is a very proud man and doesn't like being seen like he's some sort of moocher, but if you were in this type of predicament, would you walk away and let the family just hash it out, or would you fight? And this is signed Alina and Gary K.
What a blessing.
Yeah.
What a
Look what God
beautiful
did.
blessing.
What a blessing.
Look what God did.
Those kids haven't been there. In the letter, it said that they haven't been there in like 10 years, and that they were the ones the neighbor was the one that would take care of them.
The neighbors have been the ones that have been doing stuff hands-on.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm keeping the cash.
And the other.
But you got to fight for it.
Oh, I'll fight for it. That's totally fine because that's her wishes.
And you know what? Where the family should be grieving her.
It's inflation.
And talking about her and everything and trying to like come to an agreement together. They're fighting up over money. Like that's where their priority is.
Okay.
Is
yeah,
money.
a lot of people do that, though.
It's easy to say that. Like, you know, my mom, you know, she's gone and everything else. And we dealt with her, you know, degradation and her physical ability. So I get that you want to be protective of your mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want anybody taking advantage of your mom. If I found out my mom's paperwork had some random person I didn't know about listed on there, and I believe y'all would do the same thing.
Look into it.
You'd have to look into it.
You can look into it all you want. After 10 years of me taking care of your mom out of nothing but love, I never expected anything, a dime. I'm going to fight for that money.
But don't that sound dirty?
No. I'm
going to fight for that money that I didn't even know about, but now that I know about it, I'm going to get a lawyer and I'm going to fight for it. Or I could say, you know what, like the husband is saying, it wasn't ours to begin with. If this is gonna create some drama, y'all, man, take y'all mama's money back.
No,
I don't want no fight for it. Like, you know what I mean?
I understand not wanting to fight for it, and that is good for you. Offer them some money. See what it would take for them to kind of stop this whole legal battle with you.
They want money. They want $225,000.
They want the whole thing.
That's right.
That's
but that's what they said. They're saying, hey, you cajoled my mom to put y'all on this, so they're gonna fight. They're contesting it.
It's probably a piece of the pie. It's not the whole thing.
They just want more money than what they're getting right now. The fact that you're getting the over $200,000, that's why they're mad, because they want that.
Right.
But I guarantee you, if you were like, hey, we're gonna only keep 50 grand and we're just gonna give you the $170,000-$80,000, I guarantee you that family would be like, you know what, we love you like family too. Like,
no, I think money is money. You see the worst of people when it comes to death, when it comes to weddings, especially when it comes to somebody passing away and then splitting up. I mean, siblings get into huge rivalries and fights over, their mother's jewelry, or I want that purse, or inheritance. It's bad.
888-429-0941. I don't know if anybody has had to fight it out like this, because who pays for the legal fees? Now you got to buy a lawyer, get a lawyer, do whatever to try and chase down part of that. So you're going to pay out money
But at the end of the day, it's worth it.
You got 200 grand. You got
Right, but
200
now
grand.
you don't, because like if I got to pay 30 grand for a lawyer, now I'm at 195.
Sounds
Now
good to
you know what I'm
me.
saying?
Still
Now,
money that you didn't have before. The other thing, though, too, in this situation, that family, if they really are going to investigate these things, they're going to also see that you were the family that held her up and held her down for those 10 years that they were not around.
It's my money, and I need it now.
Freak show. There's a lot of response here, and everybody has got love for Miss Annie. Monty just wrote from Lakeland. Nope. Miss Annie made her last wishes because her kids wasn't there. That's her money. Do what she asked, or we could just split it and it could be done.
Yeah.
But we listening to Miss Annie.
I like that idea.
We got to respect Miss Annie.
This is out of the 863. This is a life-changing amount of money, and the lady knew that. She wanted the couple to have it, and you should always fulfill the dead's last wish.
How do you know that the money was going to go to the kids anyway? It could have gone anywhere.
This text says that right here.
I just don't like the look
I'm
in your
just
eyes.
saying.
Because you look greedy.
I don't.
Because you are being greedy.
Nah.
It's not greedy.
That's
her
greedy.
wishes. That's her wishes.
But I'm just saying, like, if you give it to the family and say, you know what, we don't want no problems because we didn't do it out of that. So take it. Go ahead. Now they feel bad. Now, of course, they're going to get their money.
Yeah.
But you feel good because you did it out of the kindness of your heart.
Exactly.
Go ahead, investigate it.
And
boo.
that's why you got blessed. Yep.
Because I am a blessing. That's why she gave it to me.
I don't like you.
Out of the 813, that 200K could have always not been for the kids. I find it strange that they never knew anything about the mother's will the whole time she was alive. Don't let people scare you off your blessing because they jealous.
I mean, the lady, you know, if somebody tricked her and she changed some paperwork, that's what they probably looking at. Like
Yeah.
that's like me showing up for my mom's paperwork and they're like, oh, the neighbor got bans. And I'm like, wait, how did the neighbor get bans?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I would have to ask to inquire. So you shouldn't be mad at that. Blue,
Blue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
what's going on, Blue?
I'm doing fine. Just dropping my daughter off to school.
All right, now listen. Now they gave you $225 and they coming for it. You gonna fight or you gonna give it back?
I'm fighting. I mean, like I said, it ain't greed because I didn't ask for it. What I did was out of my heart. I ain't asked for none of that. It was just a lady I seen in need and didn't want other people taking advantage of her by her going out and getting it done. So if she blessing me, that's a blessing, and that's a blessing for me. I will fight it because most lawyers gonna pick that up. They ain't gonna ask for nothing on the front end. They gonna want their money at the end. So you can fight that with all that money, and they gonna win because I didn't make her do it.
Yeah. Once you show you didn't have any coercion or any kind of force, duress, or any of that, you good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, but the dad, what she said was her husband is proud and he don't want to look like he fighting over money that ain't his.
Hey, if you in the marriage, it takes two, so the husband can't just make his own decision.
I agree.
That's
That
funny.
money gonna make up a lot of hard times and everything. And when he get that money, all that he was talking about in the beginning gonna be gone.
You don't get taxed on inheritance either, do you? Like money that get left to you, you don't get taxed on that.
I don't know.
That's not income.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you don't get taxed on that. That's all fresh
Don't
money.
even matter. Don't even, like you said, it was money I didn't have, so they can take 1,000 of that.
I'm gonna give you 0.5%.
All right, Blue. I appreciate you. Jackie's on the phone. Jackie, are we fighting or are we letting it go?
Oh, we're fighting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, because let me explain to you, okay? I have a very, very close friend of mine who's going through this right now, okay?
Okay.
The dying person's wishes, if you go through probate court, that's what it's, okay, and I can break it down to you how she's going through it is, okay, the dying wishes were for the money to go to such and such.
Yep.
Okay? A friend of mine's going through it. Her dad is not good health. All the kids own houses. What am I going to do with my house? Well, the thing of it is, the one person that lives in New York in the area said, I already have a home, give it to my child. Well, I can't do that. I have more grandchildren. Well, they went and spoke to a lawyer. The lawyer said that was not the man's wishes.
Ooh.
Whoever it was left to is the person's wishes, and that's what they wanted. It will be tied. We had a local lawyer that wouldn't even touch the case. They said that would be tied up in federal.
Ooh.
Wow. So her wishes are her wishes. That's the lockdown
Her
concrete.
wishes are her wishes, and if you put it through probate court for whatever, it'll be tied up. It could be tied up for years. Her kids are still going to lose. They obviously were not there and did what mom wanted them to do or needed them to do at the time, and the person that was there is the one that mom left her money to.
Wow.
Those were her dying wishes, and that's, I mean, I would fight it. You know what? I mean, I worked medical field for many years. I've seen it. I was the person front line, not the children.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you want to come in the end, and when death happens, you see nothing but the greed in all children.
That is
all
so
family
nasty.
members, all loved ones.
That is so nasty.
Very nasty.
Wow.
Very nasty. My mama went through it for a lot of months after my stepdaddy passed away.
No, I appreciate it, Jackie. Thank you, man. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah,
We're,
it's dirty.
we're getting experts testing in that you do get taxed off of inheritance money.
Oh, that would have been sweet. I don't want to sound like Meredith.
What?
All right.
There's some people are saying
nice.
I'm on my wait, what did they say? I'm on my Mr. Rogers neighborhood stuff. Like what? I'm just saying, like, just so you can stay clean. I understand what the father is saying. It ain't mine. I don't want to be out here fighting over somebody else's stuff. I didn't ask that lady for that. I just cut her grass and trimmed her hedges.
You
know
didn't
what I mean?
expect the
I didn't
blessing.
expect all that.
Right.
I felt good doing it. I don't want her money.
You don't have to. I'll take it for her. That's what I'm here for.
So
Your wife.
Jackie.
Listen, I'm with this one from the 813. God calls us to
Yes.
serve each other.
Amen.
Yes, the money sounds good, but the blessing from God is even better.
God ain't
even if
giving
they
you
don't
money.
choose to take the money.
Won't he do
Right.
it?
If they don't choose to take the money, the blessing was being kind to somebody else. What if your blessing is in heaven?
It will be one day, and I'm going to spend this money and go on a cruise.
If you loved that video, then you're going to want to check out more. Make sure you hit subscribe right below.